Hey, listen, the Bible says that to everything there is a season. Listen, I know that we have friendships that maybe we've had for, 10, 20, 30, some people even 40, 50 years, right? But we have to understand that sometimes that season ends, right? Because the Bible talks about how he prunes things in our life, right? So that other things can grow, right? The Bible talks about that. So we have to learn our place in people's life. And when that season of a certain relationship is over with, right? There are usually signs along the way. But if we've known this certain friend, this certain friendship that we have with someone, we don't usually want to let it go, right? But we have to understand and look out for the signs, okay? And I'm going to share with you a few of the signs, right? So let's just say, for example, you're someone that likes to plan and organize things, right? Or you're the one that's always calling and you're the only one that's sort of reaching out, right? Or checking to see how everyone is doing, right? And I suggest that you stop doing that, okay? And then you will know if the season is over, right? Because either one of two things will happen. Either it will be silence, or either they will call and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I've been going through a lot's been happening. I'll try to improve in that area, right? Because I really treasure our friendship, right? So that's one of two things that could happen, right? And the other thing also, right? You're wondering, oh, well, they helped me through this season of life. They were there with me maybe during the pandemic, right? But listen, that may have been just a season that God wanted to have you guys have a friendship, right? And that season now is over. And then you may say, well, I've known them for a long time. And, based upon our past, I feel like I should still keep this friendship. No, you shouldn't. Not if God said that that season is over, right? Because sometimes we outgrow people, not outgrow in terms of thinking that we're better or, we're so much this and we're so much that and we're being haughty. No, not that at all. But God grows us up, right? The Bible says when I was a child, I talked like a child, I act like a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things, right? So we have to understand that we knew someone when maybe we were a kid and that was a wonderful season. But if God is saying that that season is over, you need to say, okay, God, I'm open to the next season, right? Because we have God sometimes have to cut things off in order for us to bring something new, right? You know the saying that talks about when God closes a door, he opens a window. I am a living proof of that, right? I've had friendships that I've known for many, many years, and God chose for those friendships to, be severed or for me to move on for those from those friendships. And it was an extremely difficult season for me. But I'm saying that to say you have to understand when the season is over and you have to move on. And guess what? God will have something new for you, something fresh for you, right? That doesn't mean that you don't remember all the wonderful friendships that you've had with these particular people or, whoever, you call a friend. Right? Those are wonderful times. But remember, the Bible says to everything there is a season, right? We have to let things go in order for God to bring something fresh and new in our life, right? So if that may be a friendship, let it go. And I know that it may be difficult and it may be heartbreaking, right? But the season is over for that friendship, right? For that relationship. So it's okay to move on and move forward because remember, you're God's child, right? So he always have something new for you. And remember, the Bible says all things work together for the good for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. Okay. God bless you. And remember, do not ever give up before the miracle happens. God bless. Bye.